So we'll continue from the previous lecture and see some more examples of vector spaces. So similar to Rn being a vector space over the field R, Cn. So the next example is a set defined as Cn. So Cn is essentially, it means that it has vectors which have n tuples and each of the tuple belongs to C. Okay, so hence Cn. So set Cn over the field C is also a vector space. The set Cn over a field R is also a vector space. So please do verify these. Now the next example is concerned with m cross n real matrices. So R m cross n denotes that it's a set of m by n real matrices. Okay, the corresponding field here is R. Okay, so the question is this going to be a vector space? So here the vector addition, so the vectors here are the m cross n real matrices. The vector addition is nothing but your matrix additions that you perform, and the scalar multiplication is basically the operation that you perform when you take a scalar and multiply it to a matrix. Okay, so in such cases all the elements in the matrix get scaled up by the scalar. So under these two operations, please verify that whether this is going to qualify as a vector space or not. The next example is a set of n cross n real matrices which are non-singular. That is why the determinant of A is not equal to 0. Okay, and the corresponding field here is R. Is this going to be a vector space? Okay, and so here the question arises, what is the vector addition and what is the scalar multiplication that you are going to take? So the vector addition that you are going to take, or you are going to consider here is the normal matrix addition that you do, and the scalar multiplication is as described. The next set is a set of polynomials whose degree is set of real polynomials whose degree is n, and when I say real polynomials, it means the coefficients are all real and the corresponding field is R. So here the vector addition is nothing but the polynomial additions that you perform, and the scalar multiplication is basically taking up a scalar and scaling up all the coefficients of the polynomial. So under these two operations, whether all the vector space properties will be satisfied or not. I think they will be satisfied. So this might be very well a vector space. Okay, the next example is a set of n cross n real matrices which are symmetric. So is this set of n cross n real symmetric matrix a vector space under the or over the field F, which is set of real numbers? Similarly, is a set of n cross n skew symmetric matrix a vector space over a set of real numbers which are the field, which is the field for this particular set. So please do verify these. Now there is something that is associated with the vector space. So how do you say what is the field that is associated with it? In some cases, I mean, if the associated, so let's say that you have a set V and the field that is being considered here is the set of real numbers R, and suppose this V is a vector space over the field R, then in such cases this vector space is also termed as the real vector space. So the real word tells you that the field is a set of reals. Okay, similarly, if the field is complex, then we call the corresponding vector space as a complex vector space. So this complex tells you that the field is complex. Okay, now if the field is rational, then in such cases again similarly we call it as a rational vector space. So the term rational here tells you that the field is rational. Okay, so always the vector space is associated with some field. Without the field we cannot have a vector space, because as you saw, the axioms or the properties that the vector space should satisfy is something that is known as a scalar multiplication, where the scalars come from the field. Okay, so that is why a field is always associated when we talk of vector space. Hence, it's either a real vector space or a complex vector space or a rational vector space, and so on. Now, in this course, if for a vector space, if we state that something is a vector space, and this a rider, that whether it's a real, complex, rational, and something else is not mentioned, then by default we'll be considering it to be a real vector space. Okay, so if I say a set of m cross n real matrices is a vector space, it would imply that the underlying field that we are considering is the set of reals. Okay, if I say that a set of n cross n real matrices is a complex vector space, then this would mean that the corresponding field here is a set of complex numbers. Okay, and so on. So please do verify that the examples that I have given here is going to be a vector space or not. Identify which of them are not vector spaces and why they don't qualify for being a vector space, and if they are vector space, are they going to satisfy all the properties of vector space or not. You can prove these the way that we had discussed in one of the examples of the previous lectures on vector space. We'll stop here. Thank you.